All right. Thanks for that. Good evening, everyone. Are we on, Jesse?
Yep.
All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And a special word of welcome. No snow on our meeting nights. I love it. A special word of welcome to all of our guests. We just commend you for coming out and being open to taking a look at what Arbonne has to offer. And every one of us in this room as a consultant see this as a gift. It's a gift we were all pretty sure we didn't want to open and look into at one time, and a gift that we are so grateful that someone shared with us. I know I am eternally grateful for the person who was politely persistent enough on the phone with me when I was determined I didn't want to hear a word about one of these things. And tonight y'all are in for such a treat in hearing Regional Vice President Connelly Steward, dear friend of mine, and is going to give the opportunity presentation. What a privilege it's been to work with Connelly for 5 years now and watch her grow this business and help so many others be on the path to having a successful Arbonne business and create the choices they want to create. So Connelly, it is all yours.
Thank you. I wasn't waiting for you to clap. Thanks, Dina. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to Arbonne. So you're going to hear a little bit more about my story, a little bit more about the Arbonne Opportunity. So just sit back, relax, enjoy, soak it all in, especially if you're a guest, because this is a real treat, and I'm sure something that I share is going to surprise you in a good way. So, a little bit about myself. Can you flip to that first slide? Yes. Okay, you can flip back.
Okay.
Sorry, teaser. Okay, so a little bit about myself. So, I was a former teacher. I taught for exactly 4 years before being able to leave teaching and be at home with my 2 young boys. So that's my real reason for initially starting my Arbonne business. So I have 2 little guys, and you'll see some pictures of them in just a minute, but I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and they're really, the light of my life. I adore them, and even in the days when it's a little bit crazy, I know that Arbonne is the vehicle that got me to be able to be the one in those crazy moments and be the mom. And when they fall and hurt themselves, I'm usually the one there to help them. So back to my little Arbonne journey, and it's more than a little journey, that's for darn sure. So when I was teaching, there were several things I absolutely loved about teaching, and in fact, these are the reasons why I went into the career. Because I loved helping. So you don't go into a teaching career, generally speaking, unless you really are called to be a helper, right? Because it's generally not for the paycheck. And also, I really, really loved working with children. So that was where I felt like those two combined, I felt like I was at my best. I was the person who literally from as far back as I can remember as a little girl, I always knew I wanted to be a teacher. So you may be doing something now that you always believed you were going to do, or you may not. But I certainly can tell you I did not have any idea I would be doing this. So that's kind of fun how life works out that way. So I was in, my first year of teaching, and there were already some things I started to notice I didn't love about what I was doing. Of course, there were those initial reasons I went into the profession, and I still did love those things about it. It's just there were additional add-ons that just wasn't quite what I expected, and nobody really warned me about that. And it's interesting because when you teach, you don't get in the classroom until the very end. So I actually earned my master's degree, so I had been in college 5 years, and that's the time when I was in the classroom, was like in my 5th year, So it felt a little too late then to change my mind. So I just kept rolling with it. So I got into that first year, and some things that I actually didn't love was that we worked really long days. And that may be fine if I was being compensated on the effort of those really long days. Because I don't mind working hard, I just don't want to work hard all the time and not be compensated for that all the time hard work. And so I quickly started to notice there were teachers who had young children, I didn't at the time, who were staying really, really late into the workday. And where I taught, we went in at 7 a.m., and then they're staying till 6 or 7 o'clock at night, then going home to young children, and then just, doing it all over again, like the movie Groundhog's Day, the next day, And so I realized that's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. And that realization was step 1 in my Arbonne journey. However, I just didn't feel comfortable saying it out loud because I didn't know I didn't know how to fix that issue. So I think what really sets anyone apart in succeeding in a business like this is when you recognize there is a problem or something that's maybe not settling well with you, and you actually take action to change it. To me, that equals success. So consultants, if you are doing that, you're taking action to change something, that's awesome because you're succeeding in your business right now. So anywho, I didn't know that my solution would come in the means of pure, safe, beneficial products with a 35-year-old company called Arbonne. But Arbonne came to me by the means of a cute, blonde-haired, curly-haired best friend of mine named Brittany. And so Brittany had started her Arbonne business right under Dina, actually. And she said, Con, you should really, really take a look at this. And most people, when they're offered this opportunity, just like Dina said, the gift of Arbonne, we don't realize at all that it's a gift. In fact, we have about 1,000 hesitations, reasons why this is totally not a gift and it's not for me. But it is obviously a very huge gift. So my hesitations, though, were that I really didn't understand this was a business where you made money. I pretty much thought a few people did make money, like the people driving the cars, but really I'm like about maybe one, and per state is really succeeding in a network marketing business. I thought that my best friend really she did love cosmetics, she still does, and she's beautiful makeup, so I really just thought that's what she did. I'm like, I guess she just sells lipstick to people, like maybe she travels around with boxes of it in her trunk or whatever, and if they want, this beautiful lipstick color, she'll sell it to them and maybe make like $5 off a sale, which she'll probably just use to go buy more products. So I had no idea, but that really is what I thought. And so Britt kind of kept nudging me. So best friends have permission to really keep giving you that nudge, I think. And I am so grateful for Britt, because had she not kept nudging me in that way and really kind of pushing me to see a greater me, and a future for our future family, I probably wouldn't be here right now. In fact, I don't know, what my life would look like. But it really was when my husband got wind of this additional stream of residual income that all of a sudden Arbonne seemed to make a lot of sense to me, because Ryan said, why don't you look at this? Like, what is the problem? Like a way to make additional income by networking, which is something you're already doing anyways, especially as a female, I think we just share our opinions on things. You know, I've already walked in and someone's asked me where I got my pants from, or I've said like, I love that necklace, where's that from? You know, certain things like that. That's really all we're doing in Arbonne. So Ryan really opened my eyes to that. So I did. I took a look at the business opportunity just like this. It was just in this format. And so I had already experienced the products. I knew the products were phenomenal. So if you're a guest and have not experienced product, you're in for a treat. But they speak for themselves. Honestly, they really do. But I didn't know the income potential yet. And so our Executive National Vice President, Dr. Len Puana, had flown into Richmond. Len lives in Hawaii, and she's actually now a dear friend and mentor. And at the time, she's a really big pedestal to me when I heard her story. And now, how awesome that she's one of my mentors. And no other business, right? When else would that happen? So anyways, Len had told her story, just like I'm doing. And her story is different than mine in that she was actually a physician. So she started her business, and she still is a physician. So she started her business when she was in residency. And you guys probably know residency is 2 full-time jobs. It's, you know, about 90 hours a week, because she was moonlighting, which is basically when residents work extra hours at night to make money to pay off student loans. So that's kind of where Len was when Arbonne was offered to her. And then when I got to meet Len, she was at the top level of our company. So, you know, this is a few years later. And that really spoke to me because I saw the significant changes in her life. And I could see, you know, I don't know, Len's not quite 10 years older than me, but I could see at that point, and she was 35 at that time, I want to be there. Like, I want to have those choices. I want to see significant choice changes in my life by the time I'm 35. That would just be amazing. And now I know it can happen. Because if Len built this while she was in residency, like, surely I can do this. And so I did. I started my business. And now you can flip. So this question was asked to me as well as, you know, it's being asked to you too. But where will you be in 5 years if you continue to do what you're doing now, especially financially? And so this is where the whole 5-year plan started. This planted the seed for 5-year goal setting for me, which was something I really never thought of before. Actually, in fact, I definitely never thought of that before. I pretty much just saw day to day. I was like living for spring break and summer vacation, baby. But anyways, I did know that in 5 years, I would definitely have at least one child. We would have started a family because we were newly married at the time. So I did know that that was going to change in our lives. But I knew financially we would be in the same position. And it started to click to me that I would love to be able to stay at home with my children when I had children. So this kind of showed me I really want that for our family, and that really is meaningful to me. I would love to be the ones who are, you know, with them on a daily basis, because so much of that learning and just experiences and all that stuff happens. And for me, I knew that was really the fit for our family. So then, you know, pops in Arbonne, and I really continued to build my business. Of course, I began building it alongside my full-time job, because guess what? That's what we do. So that Arbonne, we call it like the nooks and crannies business. You just weave it into the nooks and crannies of your life, and that's what's awesome. So I am at home with 2 young boys, as I shared, and I think they're my next picture. Oh no, you can flip. Yeah, okay. So these are my my little guys, and so that's Elliot, that's them in the middle on the gator, and this is Grayson at his favorite water park, which, have y'all ever heard of Cobblestone? So my kids love Cobblestone, and guess what? We go to Cobblestone. It opens in May, and we could go then. You know, we don't have to wait till the busiest days when all the kids are out for the summer or the weekends, you know. So he is really, I think that's at Cobblestone. Or maybe that's at the beach. But anyways, you do kind of the same sort of adventures at Cobblestone. It's just a big pool, big slide. So anywho, that's what they like to do, you know, and they like to ride the gator. So that's what we just do, because we can, basically, is my point of why I'm sharing that. So when I really jumped into my business, Grayson is 4.5 now, so he was just born. That's when I actually left teaching. And so I took a shortened leave from teaching, so I took a year off. But guess what? In my mind, I knew that that was it. I would not be going back. I just, kind of show my husband that, like with the paycheck coming in, showing I had at minimum replaced my teaching salary, which at that point I was able to do that. And so that was really, really exciting for our family. And so now the choices that we're seeing with my Arbonne business, clearly extend beyond that, but they just give us some more tangible choices. They give us, the ability to be able to choose the preschool we want if we want that, because I do like that. I love those little breaks, and I love to be able to offer that for my kids to do that. To pay for additional maybe childcare for a day that mom just needs to go to Starbucks for a few hours and dive into my Arbonne business because I love this too, Or the additional vacations we take. We go to the mountains every year, just those things. Like those in of itself are the smaller things we're seeing now, but big picture, long term is that at the regional vice president, you're just one level from the top level of the company, which we're going to roll through in a minute. But at that top level, think of how many when our team reaches that top level, just think of all the additional lives that are being changed due to that. Because you don't do Arbonne all by yourself, it just doesn't work that way. This is a team effort. We build teams and we pour into our teams because there's nothing we love more than seeing our team succeed. So each promotion level you see that I'm going to roll through means more people have been touched, more people have succeeded at their goals, more people have been coached and just loved on, just like my mentors, Dina, have done to help me succeed. So that's what's really phenomenal about this business model. So another big goal of ours for my family is just to open up some choices for my husband as far as what he does too. So at first, the initial reason was all about just really being at home with those boys. And that's happened, and now to be able to share with Ryan the other choices that Arbonne will provide, like, babe, you can now really dream too, because look, we have this business. And that's really fun that you can talk with your spouse about that and that it will happen. All right.
Back up or down?
Down. We're just going to see. Okay, so generous compensation plan. So this is kind of what I was sharing about the different levels. All right, so what I love about Arbonne is that right when you start your business, you make money. And that's important because there are many reasons people start this business, and a lot of times it's for right now money. So it may be paying off debt, a car payment, whatever it may be. So at the consultant level, when you enter into your business, you're being paid on your sales right away. And then your first promotion is district manager, and you guys will see some district managers in qualification. It's a 2 to 3 month process to complete the promotion, and you'll meet a new district manager tonight too. So district managers make from $200 to $1,000 plus per month. The average promotion time, we really teach you to do it in your first 2 to 3 months because it's an additional little chunk of change that you're getting to add on to your paycheck. So it just makes sense. Area manager, next promotion level. So that's $1,000 to $3,500 plus per month. And this is the really cool thing about this level that sets Arbonne apart is your income becomes willable here. So we build organizations and we build residual income in our businesses. And we have an Arbonne ID number, and that's how all of our orders, are linked to that ID number in our team and whatnot. And that ID number can be willed 2 generations down. So truthfully, you really are building a legacy with your Arbonne business. Oh, and for area manager, just some choices that you may see at that level. So for some, this is replacing a salary. For some, this is just really paying off some massive debt, or maybe really loading up that savings account toward your next big life decision, your dream home, your retirement. These are just some examples there. And the next one, regional vice president. So this is $3,500 to $16,000 plus per month, plus you get your car, which is the white Mercedes. So you get your car bonus too. And that's a classy car one, but it's also a really safe car. So it kind of matches our motto, pure, safe, beneficial. Our family has certainly benefited from the car, I will say that. So this is just a nice perk of being at this level. In Arbonne, we are not all about the car. We're all about changing other people's lives, and the car represents that. So driving the car really represents you are changing other people's lives. Top level, national vice president. This is average of $22,000 plus per month. You get an additional, so the car bonus at region is $800 per month, and at nation it's $1,000 per month. So you get a little extra something there for that car. Maybe upgrade your car, or just take what you don't use and put it in your bank account. It doesn't matter. But national vice president, I want you all to know, is a level that can be achieved by anyone. There are, hundreds of national vice presidents just here in the U.S., younger than me, so it's totally a goal to reach for. I thought, so this shows you how my initial vision when I was introduced to Arbonne. I thought we had one national vice president, and that was Dr. Limpuana, who I met that night. So I thought I had met the president of Arbonne. But there are actually lots of national vice presidents, and lots of additional perks that go with that top level as well, so different trips and whatnot. Okay, so let's get into what sets Arbonne apart. So everything I've shared so far, I'm sure you're just loving, but it's like, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of it. Why Arbonne? And really, after you hear this, it's going to be like, why not Arbonne? So Arbonne is pure, safe, beneficial products. We are and we use a botanical tradition, so our products are all botanically based. So we're a 35-year-old company, health and wellness company. We are botanically based Swiss formulations. We are manufactured here in Irvine, California, and formulated in Switzerland. So the best skincare comes from the Swiss. It really does. So here's our, not just saying that. So here's our skincare. Like, check out the display when we close out tonight. But the skincare is really second to none, and I'll get to that in a minute. So we are pH correct and hypoallergenic. We're pediatrician and dermatologist tested. We're vegan certified. That's not an easy certification to achieve, so we're really proud of that, especially when you're talking makeup, skincare. There's a lot of yucky stuff, not in Arbonne's products, but I have learned in other products, so you can do your own research on that one. And we're gluten-free and soy-free. No synthetic dyes or chemical fragrances. In fact, because of the botanical base, you get an amazing smell from our products. It's not overbearing. I mean, you can't help but smell Arbonne and know this is really botanical. There's something different about this here. And then we are formulated without toxins or carcinogens, no mineral oil, no parabens, formaldehyde, no phthalates, okay, you can read the rest here. But let's talk about the importance of that. So it's really important to think what's not in your product, just if not more important to think about that as to what is in your product. So you guys may know, but in 26 seconds what you're putting onto your skin is going into your bloodstream. So that's directly into your bloodstream. So think about medical patches. That's why medication is administered through patches, because it can go into the bloodstream just that quickly. So, if you're not thinking about, because I know I wasn't, this was not on my radar pre-Arbonne days. In fact, I didn't even wash my face at night, actually. That's a true statement. But if these things aren't on your radar, you probably want it to be, because it is really important. And, we're exposed to a lot of chemicals daily. And so just think about, when you wash your hair, wash your face, all the different steps you do. Put your body lotion on. If you're a lady who wears makeup, you're putting your makeup on, your deodorant, your toothpaste, all those things, right? Well, Arbonne happens to offer all of those and in the Pure Safe beneficial option. All right, we're ready. Thank you, Ginger. So just a word on quality. And this is kind of what I was referring to with the skincare, but this quality goes for all of our products, you guys. So just so you know, Arbonne has nutritionals, we have cosmetics, and skincare. So full range there. So there are 3 grades of quality. Okay, we have the American Beauty, Premium, Ultra Premium. So American Beauty, we're talking grocery stores, drug stores. Premium, department stores or specialty nutrition shops. And premium skincare is French skincare. So you can probably start to think of some of those at department stores. And ultra premium is always Swiss formulated, and it is boutique or appointment only. So it's sometimes very hard to get an ultra premium product because it's often really, really pricey, because it's, you know, this pure product that comes from the Swiss that's just really amazing with amazing results. So Arbonne falls at, of course you've guessed it, the ultra premium price, or the ultra premium quality, but we're sold at often lower than the premium price point because we have amazing specials in Arbonne, and we can get away with that because we are sold through network marketing and direct sales. So what is network marketing? Network marketing is, before I go into all this, network marketing is very misunderstood. And maybe you have a strong grasp on network marketing. I surely do by now, but I definitely did not when I first started my business. I don't know. I just kept thinking like, oh, that's a pyramid scheme. I don't even think I knew what pyramid scheme meant, you know. But you know, we don't hear that as much anymore because network marketing really is the business of the 21st century, and it is such a respected business model now because we're seeing so many people succeed in it. We see how fair it is. It's really the smartest business model. But anyways, it's not the good old pyramid, because in a pyramid, one person, so you can think of a CEO, and even as small of a school, you can think there can only be one principal, you know, and then everyone else really just stays here. There can only be one at the top. But in Arbonne, everyone starts the same. So, and in any network marketing business, so it doesn't matter if you are a PhD, if you're a lawyer, if you are a teacher like myself, if you maybe, you know, or stay-at-home mom, it really doesn't matter. We're all starting at the same place, and we all have the ability to make it to the same place. So you can think of it as almost an inverted pyramid. So just to clear that up in case that's a hesitation that anyone else maybe has, or you may hear someone mention that too. So it's the business of the 21st century. It's marketing via word of mouth. So we're literally talking about something we love, and that's how Arbonne is shared. So there's no advertising for the products. Consultants are the face of Arbonne. It's like a, you know, belly-to-belly business. I mean, we literally are just sharing products through one-on-ones and through group presentations, and it's so simple sometimes. It's hard to believe it works so well. It's like, how could something this simple be this effective? But that's just it. You don't need to overcomplicate sharing a great product. Okay, so we're eliminating the middleman. So you have traditional retail where you have all these middlemen who all have to be paid, right? So the manufacturer, advertiser, warehouser, retailer, boom, consumer. So while all those people have to be paid, somebody's got to pay them. So therefore, the price point of the product is going to go up. Especially like advertising takes a large chunk of that. And so in network marketing, manufacturer, consultant, consumer. And what's even cooler is we don't even deliver the product. I mean, we're just the one sharing. We're the link between the product and the person. But we don't deliver a product. It ships to our client's home. So what I thought about Brittany carrying loads of lipstick in her purse was totally, or in her trunk, was totally wrong. She may have had lots of lipstick in her purse like me now, but it was totally off, you know. So this is really big. I mean, you can know someone in another country that Arbonne is in, and share product, and it ships right to them. So when we cut out all the middlemen, savings occur. And those savings get redirected to our clients, and the consultant can make a much better commission. Okay? That's how easy it is. So now we go to why is Arbonne the right choice? So, and there are lots of network marketing businesses out there, right? So why choose Arbonne? So aside from the great products, the culture, just the amazing people, the energy you feel from this company, there are 4 key factors you really want to look at. So just to break it down into these terms. So when you're assessing network marketing businesses, they need to have at least one of the 4 key factors to be a sustainable network marketing business, viable, a business that's going to continue to grow. All right, and Arbonne satisfies all 4 of these. So it's the consumable product, the marketplace demand, the timing and trends, and the ability to leverage your time. And when you really think about that, it starts to make a ridiculous amount of sense as to why you should do a business with the name of Arbonne. So let's scroll through each of them and just go into a little bit more depth. So consumable product, this one's big, you guys. So we want our product to run out, which all of ours do. So our consumable products satisfy the marketplace demand. So people are looking for our consumable product because our consumable product is pure, safe, and beneficial. So it really works. And it's got the botanical tradition. It's got that 35-year-old background. So we, have skincare, we got the nutrition, baby line, the holiday line, we just have everything. Sun care, good gracious, there's not one thing really in our household that Arbonne, as far as nutrition and skincare, body care, that Arbonne can't take care of. So it's a one-stop shop. And when your client runs out of a product, they're already saving a discount, which is awesome. I love being able to offer our preferred clients up to 40% off on what they're using anyway somewhere else, but it's just not as good. So anyways, when our clients run out of their products, they can actually go reorder online with an ID number, and that order gets directly linked to you. So it's a very awesome thing when that first happens to you in your business, because that is that's where your residual income, one of the places where that really kicks in. All right, we're ready. Okay, so where are we going next? So we are in the US, UK, Australia, Canada, Poland, Taiwan in 2015. It's actually the 2016 will be into Taiwan, so this year, probably around the 4th quarter. Arbonne is in the early phases of strategic, that's a key word there. This is very strategic globalization. All right, so we're poised for the largest global expansion in network marketing history. And in the US, we're still just at a 1% product awareness. That's a great thing. That means 99% of people are a potential client or potential consultant. And it's not like we're at 1% product awareness and then we're trying to offer 99% of people an awful product. We're trying to offer them something that they're already looking for. So it's super easy. The minute it's just, oh, what do you do? Tell me more about what you do. And I just share a little bit about Arbonne, people really want to hear more because it's something that's already on their radar, reading labels, all of that. It's really important. And you're going to hear more about our clean eating program tonight. And that is a whole other chunk of Arbonne that, wow. That just talk about an area that is expanding and growing and that we fit and align with perfectly. And so the reason you want to think with the global mindset is that you don't need to live in one of those countries, or you don't even need to know someone in one of those countries for your business to go to one of those countries. So just to give an example, you could be playing tennis with someone who is from maybe Australia originally, or maybe she has a sister-in-law who lives in Australia, and she decides that she loves these products and would love to look at the business opportunity. Maybe she starts, and maybe she sponsors her sister-in-law in Australia. your business has now moved to Australia. All right? So I'm ready for next. Thank you. So time leveraging, one of my favorite things about Arbonne. So we leverage time through redirected spending. So meaning we are literally just helping people take the money they're already spending on these products to a pure, safe, beneficial option. Okay, so that's the redirected spending part. So let's just say, for numbers' sake, we're going to use the number 10 because this makes this really easy mathematically. So you dedicate 10 hours a week to your business. So if you go and you work your business 10 hours a week, any sales generated from those 10 hours, you will be paid on, but that would be considered direct sales because you have to directly be selling the product to make the commission, which is still a great thing, and we do that all the time because we make great commissions off of our products we sell directly. However, when we teach and train others to do that too, we bump into network marketing, all right? So now we're going to teach 4 others to do that too. So I guess envision it's like a little bubble. You're here in the middle and you're teaching 4. Then you're being paid on the 50 hours a week, but you're doing your 10. Okay? So here we're leveraging our time. And now those 4 go teach and train their 4, so we're just growing out. Now you're being paid on 2 10 hours a week and you're doing your 10, right? And so now those 4 go find their 4, and maybe they're in Poland, who knows, they could be anywhere. And now you're being paid on 810 hours a week for doing your 10. So when you see the national vice president commissions and you wonder, how could they make it? It's just they just built their network, that's really all it is. Same thing over and over again. And that's just what we do. We just basically envision yourself and that you are going to go duplicate yourself. Because when I taught, I could not duplicate. Even as a mother, I cannot duplicate myself. Gosh, that would be really cool. But but you can't. But in Arbonne, you can. Okay, so the 4 ingredients okay. I didn't realize I put that. Yes, I did put that slide there. Okay, so now I'm going to lead into. Yeah, I added another 2. So this is one of my favorite network marketing books. So Dare to Dream and Work to Win by Dr. Tom Barrett. This is an awesome book. And so Dr. Tom Barrett talks about the 4 ingredients for success. And I just want to share this here because I think sometimes people start their business or either they don't start, either way, and they become hesitant because they see other people succeeding and they feel like they don't know if they can, if they have what it takes. There's no what it takes sort of thing, except you just follow the 4 ingredients for success and follow our system and are coachable, and then you duplicate. That's really all it takes. So he says the 4 ingredients for success: determine what you want. So in your, wherever you are, whether you're in your business or guest, so think about what is it that you want. You might not really be able to answer that right now. Sometimes that takes a little bit of thought, because if you were like me, I had blocked out determining what I wanted. It was actually easier for me to not think about that because I didn't know how to get what I wanted. And then 2, determine what you're willing to reschedule or give up in order to get what you want. So, in Arbonne, we have a system for success that works. And determine, are you willing to give up a few 3-hour chunks a week to build a multi-million-dollar business? And if you are, then that's what you need to do your business, and you've decided that. And 3, associate with people who are willing to help you get what you want. So we're all associating with those people right now. And so that's just basically being involved in Arbonne and the culture of it, and just really plugging in and paying attention to the people around you who already have what you want. And that's really how you can build yourself up as a leader. And that doesn't necessarily even have to flow into the business. It will if you're working your business. But that can flow into your just life in general. So, you're a combination of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So, think about that. And so I know this business has really grown me as a better wife, mother, friend, obviously business owner. And it's all because of that just shift of the difference of who I'm associating with and kind of who are my role models, and also how I'm growing personally as well, to really lean into some of the challenges that I know will grow me and have grown me. And then have a plan that works and work your plan. So this is where really we lead into, we just have a system for success. The cool thing is you don't have to go create